Here at home, there's been a lot of talk of safety in the city of Boston lately, specifically about just where we rank nationally. The mayor's indicated that Boston is the best of the best when it comes to safety, but that got me wondering about the numbers behind it all. As Boston Mayor Marty Walsh seeks a second term, he's been making some bold claims about the city.
Just look on the sheer numbers, and I know it's more than numbers, but look at the numbers. We are the safest city, mid-sized city in America.
A few days later, at a campaign stop in Dorchester, Walsh went further, calling Boston the safest city in all of America. Boston suffered a spate of homicides this past Friday, which are still under investigation. But even without those murders, the mayor's claims would have been questionable.
We are safe, much safer than most cities. But the claim top spot, not so much.
James Allen Fox is a criminologist at Northeastern. He notes that according to federal data, Boston's homicide rate in 2015 was 5.7 per 100,000 residents. Among cities with more than 500,000, that was 8th lowest, behind places like Seattle, San Diego, and New York City. That same year, Boston's rape rate was 6th lowest. On the other hand, Fox says,
well, we don't do so well in robbery and aggravated assault,
where Boston ranked 19th and 21st, respectively. So what's behind that safest city claim? I asked the mayor and police commissioner Bill Evans.
This is 2016 homicide. Boston, Denver, Oklahoma, Louisville, Washington, Milwaukee, New Orleans, Memphis, Baltimore. They're all pretty much roughly our size. Seattle also. So we had the second lowest homicides of all those cities last year.
But if 2016 was a good year, what about 2015 or 2014, when Boston's overall violent crime rate topped places like Tucson, Denver, Louisville, and Charlotte? When I brought up those numbers, Walsh shifted gears, saying urban vitality should be part of the equation.
The population growth we've had in our city in the last 3 years, the job creation in the last 3 years, the amount of development going on in our city, the amount of housing we're building, some of those cities don't have what we have going on.
For his part, Evans urged me to compare Boston now to Boston a decade ago.
Our numbers continue to go down. Robberies, every major category that impacts people's safety, they continue to go down.
And like his boss, Evans brought up another subjective consideration.
I don't think anyone does a better job working with the community, being out there. I think when we say we're the safest city, I think not only the numbers, but people's senses of the impact that the police have on the community go into effect, too.
All of which suggests two things. Walsh has a compelling story to tell on safety and crime, but it's not nearly as cut and dried as he likes to suggest. So why not just drop that safest city catchphrase? At first, Walsh wouldn't hear of it.
I'm going to continue to say that because we are a safe city. You put us up against anybody.
But then, as I asked the commissioner if he'd stick with that label too, the mayor had an off-camera change of heart.
I'll come up with a different saying so you don't hit me on it. How's that?
I should mention that while James Allen Fox says Boston has some inherent advantages when it comes to safety, including a strong economy and the lack of a large permanent underclass, he also had high praise for the close relationship between Walsh and Evans. In some previous administrations, Fox told me the mayor and the police commissioner haven't always seen eye to eye.